There you
go. Yo, we live?
Oh, not yet. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, it says we're live, though.
We are live. I must have hit the start by mistake. All right, guys. Come back to the Tony's Morning Show. I'm Tony T here. Awkward start, but we'll have a strong close here. Got to hit the gate before the gates opened up here. All right, guys. With you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Got a live replay for today's card. And on today's show, I'll picture here from college basketball. Well, we're one day away from the NBA. Hockey coming back February 25th. That would be 7 days from today. So short time we'll have our major sports back for you here, college basketball today. So guys, appreciate it if you give us that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. And let's say hello to the cappers and get right to the picks here. We don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. So we'll bring it out right now. Say hello to Alessandro. Alessandro, what's going on?
I don't know if you guys can see me. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. 2-2 day yesterday. Lost a little juice. Would have been nice to get on Arizona State. I even gave it out as a free pick. I just got a little bit of cold feet there, putting them up as a premium pick. But, solid day, 2-2, nothing to complain about. So ready to get into today's slate.
Absolutely. Let's El Nino, Sal, what's going on?
Yeah, doing all right. 1-0 day for me yesterday, so definitely take that and I'll try to keep it rolling.
Yeah, I'll try to keep rolling off a 3-0 day yesterday. So we'll continue to look till we can continue to knock it out of the park here with our plays. Guys, today we'll cover college basketball. We have a big card today, so we'll get to it right now here in block one. We'll cover the games here from 6 Eastern time, and we will include – let's see how far we're going to go here in this first block because we have some games scattered out here. Okay, we'll include the games here at 8:30 Eastern time, our usual spot here. So from 6 Eastern, include the 8:30 Eastern time game. Some of the notables here in this one here, Butler, Georgetown. Georgetown laying 6. I'm seeing 5.5 start to pop up as well. Clemson, Wake Forest. Clemson on the road, 3.5 in that one. Also, we have Arkansas, Alabama. Alabama at home laying 4. Creighton and Connecticut. UConn 16.5 at home in that one. And let's see, we usually get some of those 8:30 games. So we do have one here, Utah and West Virginia 10. DePaul, Seton Hall laying 8.5. Maryland Northwestern. We got Northwestern laying 8 in that one. Some of your notables here in that first block. We include the 8:30 here in this block. We start with Alessandro.
I'll go to a game early on in the slate, East Tennessee State versus Furman, a little mid-major action. I actually like East Tennessee State to get this one done here. They got the first matchup done as well, 75-71. I know they're out on the road, but just about every single statistic points to East Tennessee here. 37th in the country in free throws. Furman 340th in free throws. Top 20 in steals, while Furman is 250th in turnovers. I think that's a recipe for East Tennessee State to get this road win here, plus the 1. East Tennessee State. I like Arkansas as well, plus the 4. I'm not touching that total. 185 this thing's getting up to? No, thank you. We were talking about it a little bit yesterday. 90 to 94, 95 you're needing. I get it. Alabama doesn't play a lick of defense. Both teams play fast, but I'd rather just get on Arkansas plus the 4 here. I like Clemson minus the 3.5 now on the road. A little dangerous there because I do expect a low-scoring game. So points are going to be premium there. Still expect Clemson to get that one done. A lot to like today in this slate, honestly. Oklahoma plus the 11 versus Tennessee. Tennessee hasn't covered this number in 10 out of the last 12. I just can't see them blowing out Oklahoma like this, even at home. Give me the Sooners plus the 10.5. UAB, another one there. Pick 'em price. Every single statistic, rebounding wise, steals, pace, everything points to UAB. Temple on a 2-game losing streak. Last year's game was a 16-point blowout for UAB. Expect UAB to get that one done. Bradley here versus Valparaiso, another pick'em type price. Give me Bradley here. Again, best player on the floor is this Jaquan Johnson. He only scored 8 points last time versus Valparaiso. They still got it done. I expect him to show up, have a better performance, and I expect Bradley to get that one done. And we're going to 8:30.
Include 8:30.
Yeah, that's it.
There with Alessandro. Next up, Alninos.
Yeah, agreeing with a lot of what Al said. Let's start off with, that total is getting a little out of hand, but still leaning towards the over there in the Alabama-Arkansas game. But as I was saying, with that number being so big, the better bet is probably just to pick Arkansas to keep it close. They've done well against Alabama. They usually keep those games close, competitive, and definitely live dogs there. I also like Clemson laying the small number there on the road against Wake Forest. I think it's a good bounce back spot for them. Again, against a team they've done pretty well against in the past. I like Western Kentucky over Delaware here. I think we got the better team again, laying a small number on the road, a big edge on the glass here. They got the better defense, so that should travel well for them and get the job done. I like George Mason to get the job done over Dayton. Dayton having himself a pretty good season, but hard to ignore these George Mason numbers coming in at 21-5, and maybe more importantly here, 15-1 at home. So I think they defend their home court there and get the job done. Also like Bradley, as I was saying there, to get another small road favorite there. Northern Iowa laying a couple more points, but should get the job done against Indiana State. Again, another team with a much better defense here. So, and should win that turnover battle. So should create some easy offense as well. And I think that wraps it up for me. Yeah, I had a small lean to the under in the Utah West Virginia game. Utah is 15-10 to the over. But again, West Virginia, 16-8-1 to the under, 356 in terms of pace of play, 312 in points per game. And, much like that over I was looking at in the Alabama game, this one is a very small number, which is why it's more of just a lean, but still leaning under in that one.
Yeah, from El Nino's here. Tell me anything about some of these games. Yeah, look at Georgetown here. This Butler team is just terrible. 10th in offensive efficiency in the Big East. That's second from the bottom. They can't hit threes. They can't hit twos. Last in effective field goal defense in the conference. Can't defend threes. Can't defend twos. That's a recipe for horrible play there. That's what you get from Butler. They failed to cover 9 of 12. Bad shooting. Hoyas have covered 5 of 6. Good three-point defense. Gave UConn a scare last time out, I believe it was. We look here at Hoyas here hitting their threes. Butler over last month shooting just over 41%, but giving up over 49% shooting. Time to go back to the horizon, Butler. It really is. I don't know how you're going to keep up in the Big East, especially now with NIL. With Georgetown in that one. I agree with Clemson here on the road. It's just this Clemson defense has smothered teams. They had that rough, that trip out west, come back, lose, but I think they've got their legs back here. Offensively, they hit their threes. Very good two-point shooting team, but Wake Forest, as usual, near the bottom in defensive efficiency in the ACC. Can't defend threes, can't defend twos. Offensively, they struggle. They struggle on the glass. Clemson defense here, I'll take them in this spot here. Damon Deacon's in terrible defensive form right now coming in this one. I'll look here with Arkansas plus the points. Arkansas is second in offensive efficiency in the SEC, 34% from three, but 60% with two-point shooting. I like that spot there here with Arkansas with their two-point shooting here. Alabama, 6th in defensive efficiency, a team that doesn't really force a lot of turnovers. They're weak on the glass. Arkansas has won 6 of 7 with really good shooting, and they are really shooting the ball very well right now coming into this one. So I'll take them in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the Twilix Morning Show. Continuing here with college basketball, closing it out here with these final games. In Block 2, we cover the games at 9 Eastern time and include the 11 Eastern time games. Notables here, Virginia, Georgia Tech. Looks like Virginia 13.5 on the road. St. John's and Marquette. St. John's 9.5 on the road. Vandy and Missouri. Vandy a 4-point road favorite there. Auburn, Mississippi State. Auburn 5.5 on the road there. BYU, Arizona laying 12.5. 13s are popping up right now. Kansas at Oklahoma State. The Jayhawks laying 6 on the road. Illinois, USC. Illinois 9 on the road in that one. Boise and Utah State. Utah State 9.5. I'm seeing a 10 up in some spots. Colorado State and UNLV. UNLV has steamed up a little bit. This opened at Pick'em. It was 1 last night. It's now up to 2.5 in some places. And that one, we start with Alessandro.
All right, here. I'm actually going to go to one real quick from the last slot, Utah, West Virginia. I like Utah plus the points here, 7-1 against the number here on the road this season. I know they're not good in conference play, but they're starting to play a little bit better. I think they cover this number versus West Virginia. BYU, Arizona, give me the dog here in this one. Obviously, no Richie Saunders out for the rest of the year, but Arizona without Koa Pete as well. So 2 big-time players on both sides out. I expect DeBanza to have a big night without Pete in the lineup. And you look, Rob Wright III has scored, 39 points, 30 points his last couple games, averaging 18 points. There's enough pieces on BYU to hang around here versus Arizona. Give me the plus 12.5 with BYU. I like Illinois. I know it's out on the road, a little West Coast trip for the Fighting Illini. I still think they cover this 8.5, 9. Should be able to handle USC. No Chaz Baker-Mazara. Still, that's just too big of a piece missing here for USC. I like Illinois. And I was looking Utah State as well. You guys know I hate Boise State. Gosh, you guys know I hate them. Yes, I'll take Utah State minus 9.5 here. Maybe a little bit big of a line here, but again, Utah State's been the juggernaut of this conference. It was 93-68 last time these two teams played this year. Give me Utah State, lay it. And I'm not going to touch a side with UNLV, another team you guys know how I feel about. But I think defense is limited here. Both teams playing well, 3 games, 1 in a row. Last game was a 70-62. 132 that game was. Now we have a total of 146. Give me the over. I think this one can get up and down. Again, you got a top 25 free throw shooting team in Colorado State. Both teams will jack up plenty of shots. Can't trust UNLV to play any defense here at home. So give me the over 146.5 Colorado State UNLV.
There from Vegas, Al, over down, Sunmute.
Yeah, thanks. Didn't have too much in this block, so I was trying to do some last minute research here. Small lean to the under in the Kansas-Oklahoma State game. Oklahoma State does play fast, but Kansas plays at a slower pace and coming in at 17-8 to the under. So small lean there. I liked the over in the BYU-Arizona game. You got both teams coming in 13-12 to the over. Both teams play pretty fast. All 5 meetings have gone over, so I'll take the over there. And I was looking at, I had a side here, if I'm not mistaken, late. Small lean to Vandy getting the job done over Missouri. Missouri 13-12 at home, but yeah, Vandy's traveled pretty well, 6-2 on the road. I think they go out and cover the small number for us. Should be a good one, but leaning Vandy now.
We are from El Nino. Let's tell you what I think here about these games here. I'll look at Washington State to lay the short number at home here against Pacific. Cougars have covered 4 of 6 with really great shooting here. Pacific here, though, not defending the 3 very well, but you look over the past month, Cougars here at 50% shooting, 41% from 3. Pacific's a team that commits a lot of turnovers. They don't shoot the 2-point. They're not very good from 2-point distance here. And you look at a Washington State team that's second in effective field goal shooting in the WCC. Hitting threes, 55% from 2. So look at the Cougars to get it done here. Yeah, I'll take those points with Boise State. It's a big number here. Boise State in a pretty good shooting form here. They are third in offensive efficiency in the conference. They do secure the basketball, 55% from 2. They make their free throws there. So I'll look at them here. Utah State, not a very good free throw shooting team here in the conference. And I'll look at the lane here with UNLV in this spot. You look at the Rams on the road. They don't shoot the ball very well, just over 43%, but they're giving up 50% shooting on the road, and they don't defend the 3-point line at all. So I'll look at UNLV in the spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. It is now time for our Parlay Purple segment, where Cap is giving a parlay team player prop. Game of the future here. They make the call in this segment. We get to start with Alessandro.
A little Utah flavor in this one. Give me the Utah Utes here plus the 10 and BYU plus the 12.5, 2-teamer.
There we go with Vegas Al over down Ninos.
Go Clemson, George Mason, and Bradley.
And from Al Ninos, I'll go here. Georgetown laying the points. I'll lay with Clemson. And I'll take it here with Arkansas. All right, we got you through our parlay peripheral segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. We just gave you our free plays, but if you want our best bets, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com right now and get them. You'll find them. Premium plays up on the site, showcasing our top performers over there at Tony's Picks there. And of course, all the plays are documented for you guys here as well here at Tony'sPicks.com. Leaderboard showcasing top performers. We'll take a look and see what Alessandro's got rolling over at the site for today over at Tony'sPicks.com. What he's got for sale. Put some interesting good numbers here in NHL. Also been strong here in the NBA as well as NBA returns tomorrow. He's put some pretty good numbers together up on the site. Alessandro, what do you have for sale for today?
Yeah, college basketball is going to get there too. It hadn't been that bad as of late. I have 2 college basketball best bets. I have a marquee matchup of the day and then an under the radar play of the day here for you guys. So 2 games there. And then I have some UEFA Champions League. Let's not forget we have some soccer going on right now. So I did give out some picks last night on my Look Ahead show if you guys want to go check that out. But yeah, some soccer and some college hoops.
That's right, guys. Get over there over at Tony's Picks. You can see the plays up there right now. College hoops, UEFA up on the board. And remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit or amount purchase will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. You know, both Alessandro over at Tony's Picks or go long-term subscriptions the way to go. As you see, Alessandro 3-day, 7-day, all the way up to the 1-year all sports pass. So get on board here with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. See what El Ninos has got going on for today over at the site. El Ninos has been on a tear for the year. Great start to the year. 987 units of profit. This is all based on a $100 unit wager size. So, El Ninos, what do you have for sale today?
Yeah, just my alley-oop there in college basketball. As you mentioned, NBA right around the corner, so definitely looking forward to that. And, yeah, no Champions League for me today yet, but might have to dig into that. No, I'm probably going to leave it alone. But, yeah, either grab that alley-oop or get a long-term pass. As I said, NBA is almost back in action, so should get back on that. And, yeah, pair me up with your favorite capper. Grab those 2-for-1 capper passes and get all those team plays emailed right to you.
That's right, guys. Get on board with El Ninos over at Tony's Picks. See the great results for El for the year. He's got his alley-oop on the board right now, profit guarantee, or long-term subscriptions, the way to roll. All of our member plays are in the system by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but we continue to look for those late plays. Handicapper throughout the betting cycle, looking for those late plays. And anytime we put a play in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, they're tagged as late steam, and those plays are emailed directly to your inbox. Using the email you use when you sign up for the service. So late steam feature available on all long-term subscriptions, as well as props. So we have full automated props for grading, as well as selecting the major props available on all major sports books from the NBA and NHL. So when those come in, those will be offered at no extra charge on all long-term subscriptions. So get on board with El Ninos over at Tony's Picks and get signed up. Remember the promo code TonyT knocks off that 15% off. All right, guys, over on the site today, I've got a best bet on the board right now, bundled into a 3-pack. I have a 3-pack of college basketball premium plays there. So to buy one, don't buy them both, because my best bet is bundled in the 3-pack. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks. Like and subscribe if you would as well. Guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. each time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. And, of course, guys, head on over to our YouTube channel where we have lots of great content up there for you guys. Up on the site, we'll let you guys know what's up there for today over on Tony's Picks. Just search console Tony's Picks. You'll find us, and we'll take a look here. The best way to navigate our channel is right from the home page after you hit Tony's Picks, so stick to the home. Anything live will show up on the front page. Our archived live shows, like the Night Moves with Ramon and DeAndre on there yesterday. Guys, check it out there. Complete rundown on all the games for today. Night Moves up there, up right now on archive. And Alessandro with the Look Ahead show. This is Sunday through Friday here. As we get in front of these Alessandro will get in front of these lines before they move on these games. So midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. Tune into the Look Ahead show with Alessandro in there. Of course, Happy Hour with Rod. That is Monday through Friday here at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Daily Dangle returns here on the 25th for the hockey. The hockey show will return here on the 25th. Of course, as you scroll, you'll see our playlist. We're ready to roll here with compilation videos here up for you right now. Also, the props. Chris will have the hit list back on tomorrow with the NBA. NHL will return as well. Of course, we've got our playlist for you guys to check out from NBA to college hoops to NHL when it comes back. And, of course, our MMA videos, Alessandro. You tune into that Friday show to get those UFC picks this week. Those will be up. Of course, our Ramon here. We do clip some of Ramon's videos today. Looks like he's in action today with Kansas, Oklahoma State, USC, Vandy, Missouri, and UAB and Temple, as well as Rutgers and Penn State there. The game's covered with Ramon as well as the Andre there on the Night Move show. Our shorts are up there for you as well to check out. So lots of great content up there. And, of course, Alessandro, that look-ahead show, picking up some steam. We also clip the show so that folks can see the compilation videos. But that look-ahead show, 9 p.m. Pacific time to get ahead of those line moves.
Absolutely. I don't think there's a sport I don't discuss on that show. I even gave you guys some Olympic hockey yesterday. I'll give you guys an Olympic hockey pick here again. Give me Sweden plus the 1.5 here versus USA. No patriotism for me today. I just see that MLB, NHL type lineup here out of Sweden. I'm not going to sleep on them here. Plus the 1.5 at minus 115. Sign me up for Sweden. And yeah, I discussed yesterday. I discussed UEFA. Obviously, this college basketball we got going on. When NBA comes around, we'll discuss that. Just about any sport you can find an edge on, I'll be discussing. And yeah, that's been a fun little experience. 9 p.m. on the West Coast, 12 a.m. midnight. Of course, tune in Friday through Sunday there.
There you go, guys. Friday through Sunday on the Look Ahead show. Check it out live. Of course, it's chat interaction like us, so you guys can interact with Alessandro in the chat room. So check it out on the Look Ahead show here, Sunday through Friday here live. Midnight Eastern time there, 9 p.m. Pacific. Of course, El Ninos, we catch you here on the morning shows as well as we see here on the Reels.
Yeah, definitely a lot of morning shows for me lately, so keep tuning in early and catch the replays if you can't make it this early, but also go check out all the other great content we got over at Tony Spick's YouTube channel. Tons of great stuff there.
A lot of great stuff up there, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as you will. A lot of great content up there. We also put them in podcast forms. All of our playlists are in podcast form, so you guys can go to your favorite podcast and subscribe or so put them into your search, and each playlist will come up in the podcast. Let's say you just want to listen to the Look Ahead show, or you can just type in the Look Ahead show, Tony's Picks, and that playlist will come up as a podcast, and that's all you'll get on your podcast if that's what you like. Or if you type in Tony's Picks on your podcast, and you're going to get everything we upload. So you guys make the choice, but since we have so much content, we created podcasts from each playlist. So you guys have the choice on how you want to do it. Just hit the playlist there, and you'll be able to see all of our playlists, and then type your favorite playlist into the podcast, and you'll check it out there here on the Tony Speaks YouTube channel. So lots of great content up there. Check us out here with you here live here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time for the morning show. So guys, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build our audience. I'd like to thank the chat for joining us here. Richard in there as well. Shout out there to Sherman, Lashun Sherman. Appreciate you here in the chat as well. Mandigo, is always great to have you in here in the chat there. And Mandigo coming in here, ATV Del Rey there from our man Mandigo. All right, we're back again tomorrow live here. Tune into Alessandro at 9 p.m. Pacific time here for the show. All right, guys, any closing thoughts before we close it out?
Best of luck.
All right, best of luck to everybody. Good way. Goodbye, guys. We're back tomorrow here on the